Hi folks, my name is Kendrick Celestine. Today I want to talk in my video about movie predictions. And actually I wanted to talk about this. It was on my mind and I wanted to talk about this topic, so it was on my issue. I find it to be really interesting because when I went to see the movie called Alipha, The Last Battle Angel, and it took in a year place in 2563 AD. What I find it to be interesting, some of the movies like Alipha, there's a whole lot of interesting movies. I remember some of the TV series shows like Cowboy Bebop, and it took in the year 2071, and I find this to be really interesting. You know how you got all these futuristic movies and futuristic things, you know, because they be so high tech, you be so like in the future, what flying cars, serving robots, you see like the interesting aliens unusually you never ever see, like, you know, like the movie International, like Men in Black, because you know you got people disguised on Earth and you never know because they look like aliens, and it's so crazy how they make all these drastic, like, you know, graphics, how they look. So I mean, if we could create such inventions in some like fictions, it is so real, but they're really there. But anyway, man, I'm getting off topic, but this was on my mind. I wanted to talk about this. What I call it, it's crazy how we create these movies, how they talk about such, like, you know, they usually be fictions, but imagine they end up turning out happening these about 30, 40, 50, hundreds of years from now. They end up, all this is in the happen what you see from the movies, and they end up imitating this from hundreds of years from now in real life, and like for centuries. Or like the TV series like Futurama, like it took a year 3000. That might be something like that existed probably in 1,000 years from now. Who knows? There could have been like, there could be a Philip J. Fry who could have got frozen, who could have frozen over 1,000 years over time and went into the future. You never know that. So it's crazy, and it's something how I know this because in my mind, because I watched the TV show, know what it's like thinking about. Because he lived in New York City, and I know he was delivering pizza, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm just off topic. But my point is how you can find interesting things like the Time Machine. And they talk like Alexander Hartigan. He was from the year 1899. He traveled to the year 800,000, 2,701, 16 AD. And it was like over 800,000 years in the future he went. And also, and there's another TV show series called The Future is Wild. So, but this is going like millions of years into the future, millions of years, like 5 million years, or 100, like, or like 5 million years, 30 million years, or like 100 million years or 200 million years. You know, just going like into the future, like millions of years separately from different species, lived in different times and eras. And I find it to be really fascinating and stuff. And also, there's a lot of really interesting stuff I've seen in the future. And I find it like, okay, this is the year 2019, right? You know, this is plus the time and all the technology. I mean, if we could create all these images back then, and all these images seen like, and then, you know, it's something how centuries and millions, like centuries and thousands of millions of years later, all that's end up happening. You know, think about it. Like the aliens, like you see in movies, those aliens might become us. You never know. So think about it. You really got to start thinking about these things in your mind. Like it might end up turning out being predicting, you know, and it's just weird how this is going to work. Like humans might evolve to become more, or we might become us ourselves. You never really know that. So, and I found it to really be the interesting thing, and I wanted to speak this on because it was on my mind, and I wanted to talk about it. So anyway, this is the time of my video, movie predictions. So anyway, like, dislike, comment down below, see what you think. I will continue making more later on in the future. I hope you folks have a wonderful good morning, afternoon, good night. And this is Kendrick Celestine and the King Return. And I'm out, guys.